Hi everybody, I'm Katie Ashley. I'm the Membership Support Coordinator here at the Elko Area Chamber. I am here today with Mark and Kelly with Valkyre Coatings. You guys want to tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, go ahead, babe. I'll let you start.
So Valkyre Coatings is, we do coatings for all sorts of different things. Anything metal, we've got powder coating. It's something that'll keep your stuff really well protected in the elements for several years, a decade or more, which in this kind of environment is really nice. We also do a Cerakoting on gun parts, and then we also do what's called Zy coating, which is a heat barrier used in several racing areas. So we cover quite the gamut on anything that you need or want. Please give us a call.
Wow, you nailed it.
Thanks.
That's cool. All right, moving on.
Well, I mean, that brings us great into our first question. Can you tell us about the history of your business and how it got started? I know you offer a range of coatings, but
yeah,
how did that start?
A funny way how we kind of got started is I was looking at doing something different because I'd been doing wildland firefighting for so many years, and I knew I was eventually going to go into that retirement phase. And this actually happened when we were in Twin. I want to say, was it 2013?
Sure.
I think so. So it was approximately 2013, and one of the MVP coatings in Twin, which I've worked really good with over the past few years, they did a set of wheels for me, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And then the owner at the time, Buck, kind of showed me a little bit more on powder coating and how powder coating works, and I just loved the way that everything turned out. So I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I was also thinking about doing drones for like Red Bull and doing all this other stuff. But then I realized drones are really expensive, and they crash. They cost a lot. So we basically got started with our company with Kelly getting me like this really cheap Harbor Freight kit.
Yeah.
And it came with just like 3 basic powders. You get like, well, no, 4. We actually had black, red, white, and yellow. Yellow is horrible. Don't ever use the yellow.
Yeah, that one was, we learned a lot.
We learned a lot, just kind of doing little things here. And that's actually how we started Valkyre. And I got like 2 little, ovens for powder coating, and then we converted like 2 old ovens just for doing powder coating stuff. We hooked them side by side. And that's kind of how everything got culminated. And then the gun wasn't exactly the perfect. So I tweaked it, I added extra valves, I did so much stuff, and we did.
It was the Frankenstein.
It was the Frankenstein.
There's no doubt about it.
And you know what? Next time I'll have to show you a picture of it. We still have it. It still sits on the shelf because it's just to remind you this is where we came from. And
the Frankenstein gun.
The Frankenstein gun, and it has been Frankenstein like big time. But and we had started doing that for like the first, I want to say like the first year and a half, I want to say, and we pushed that gun way beyond what it ever should have done. I mean, on big project signs, just everything we could do for people, and we just decided that, well, you know what? I think it's time we upgrade. So from that moment on, we upgraded. We got a bigger oven. So we
5 by 5 by 6 feet, whatever fits in there, and you can fit almost anything. Just send us dimensions.
Yep, and we can go corner to corner, 79 inches. Just saying. So anyway, so that being said, so we knew we needed to do that. We needed to upgrade. We got really nice gun system and stuff that we've got in now for putting in powder. Plus we've got a spray booth. We've got everything in the shop. So and that's kind of how we got started here, is because I was just looking for an exit from my wildland firefighting career and wanting to just do something different.
Awesome. Well, I think you kind of answered question 1 and question 2. What inspired you to bring your business to Elko? Right? So I think you kind of covered both of those. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah, you bet.
I really want to see this Frankenstein gun. It sounds exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if we have like the before and after pictures for all of the different iterations, because that is definitely one thing that my husband is excellent at is making sure that he figures out those problems and keeps us going. And I think as an entrepreneur, you really need to have that. It's a do everything it takes for as long as it takes to be successful.
Yes. So Kelly, you kind of touched on this at the start, but what services or products do you offer and how are they unique?
Do you want me to do that one? Or
Yeah, you want to go
Okay.
into more detail?
Yeah. So
He does it all.
Yeah.
I just run mine.
So we've been a prismatic applicator and a certified applicator for prismatic for I want to say eight years. Just for 8 years now. We've been doing the Cerakoting for we can use it on rifles, we can use it on certain like exhaust parts, certain things for boats, airplanes, that kind of stuff. And we've been doing that as a coder for 5 years. And then 2 years ago, we started working with Zycoat. Basically, what Zycoat is, it's a thermodynamic ceramic coating, and it's primarily used in the racing world. They use it like NHRA, they use it NASCAR, what is it? Like U.S. Open Wheeled Outlaws, boat racing, and so what it basically does is that barrier reduces your engine temperatures by up to 40%, which gives you up to anywhere between 10 to 20% horsepower gains because you're keeping your motor and stuff cooler.
Wow.
And kind of how that culminated is the president of Zycoat actually kind of watched what we did for like a year first on Instagram, and then approached us. It's like, hey, how would you like to be a coder for us? I'm like, really?
Sure.
I'm like, sure, why not? and that's kind of how we got into doing Zycoat. So right now we're kind of like not the complete Western regional coder, but we take care of like all of Nevada. We do parts of like Southern Idaho, Washington, Oregon, parts of Northern California, and Arizona as needed. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
From Instagram to reality.
Right?
And
we
just
weren't even
build everything up.
looking.
Yeah, and that's kind of how all that worked, and through all this process, I mean, we've done projects for people literally all over the country. Have actually sent stuff for us to do like custom fades, custom colors, and sometimes we created like our own colors in-house.
Wow.
To do certain projects. So yeah.
So you have a very wide range of experience and services that you can do for people.
A lot of learning, a lot of mistakes, a lot of redos.
That's how you get there, right?
That's exactly how you get there. It's just you just kind of learn from your mistakes and just get better.
Awesome.
We've done some of the most amazing projects from an old Pony Express mailbox that we basically have protected. It'll be coated now and protected from the elements. A piece of history will last quite a while now. There's the bench at the high school that my husband did. He did all of the coating on that with the like double colors. There's signs around town that we've done. El Coyote, the Princess of the Redneck. So
A&H insurance.
A&H, yeah,
we've done
absolutely.
a lot of things.
Well, I know you guys have done stuff for like our Sherman dinner an auction before and stuff like that. So you guys have definitely stayed busy throughout the years.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, a lot of metal just kind of sits, and people don't know what to do with it. We had one gal whose grandmother gifted her wrought iron like patio set, we're coating. We coated that, so it's protected now for the next generation even. And that's kind of what our motto is we breathe new life into your products. And if you don't know much about a Valkyrie, their job through Norse beliefs is that they are the ones training the next warriors for the battle between good and evil, technically, but it's just for the next thing. And so the Valkyrie really is breathing new life into dead warriors and bringing them back and giving them new purpose. And so for us, that's what we do, is we repurpose your things and keep them protected for generations.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, you guys. How long have you been a member of the Elko Area Chamber, and what has that experience been like?
We became an actual official member in 2016 with the chamber, and I can say for us, it has been an absolutely wonderful experience. Just for the fact that it's got us into the community. We've been doing Beer Fest for getting ready to go on our 5th year. Sixth year. Oh my God, it's 6 years already. Wow.
We've been doing Beer Fest a lot.
So anyway, we'll see you at Beer Fest. So it's in June, but just let you know.
It'll be July this year.
Oh, July this year.
We're changing things up for our 15th
Even
annual,
better.
so stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. We'll get back with you on that. But yeah, just what I really have enjoyed about working with the chamber is, one, I've been an ambassador for 9 years now, and so you get to go out and visit the community. We have like the business before hours where you get to meet everybody and go to different businesses and learn what they do. We have the business after hours, which works really good. I mean, we've had banner ads, so it's just like like the Valkyrie banner goes across the top. I mean, we've been on the lighted board out front.
Yeah.
I mean, just working with the chamber for us has been fantastic, and being able to just learn about other businesses and just seeing if there's things that we can do that can actually apply and help them with any projects that they might have.
Yeah, absolutely. The chamber, first of all, if you're watching this, and you're not a member, please join. These girls work so hard for you as a business. They are amazing. They sell you. They recommend you. They talk to people in the community. The moment that they hear something, oh, hey, we have a business, you should check these people out. Like, this word of mouth thing is a real deal, and especially in the small of the town. And these gals are your biggest supporters. They are your greatest cheerleaders, and they've always been here for us. And thank you for always giving back to these businesses and your passion and your belief for small business. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys.
And hugs from Billy too.
I know.
It's just like
hugs from Billy.
Billy gives the best hugs.
Yes, absolutely.
Warm and melting, yes.
Yeah. What challenges have you faced as a business owner, and how did you overcome them?
You know what? As a business owner, because I kind of started it a little without really talking with her in the very beginning, and all that was
that never happened.
That was a slight mistake. But
What?
sorry guys, I just sold us out. But anyway, so one of the biggest challenges we had, thinking it's like, all right, I've got this great idea. This is something that the community can use, and we're just gonna go great guns. And what we were trying to do is we were trying to, if anybody watches car shows and that kind of stuff, we were trying to do like Gas Monkey Garage on like a Sanford and Son budget.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the only way I could put it, because we're like, oh, we need to go to this race. We gotta go to the Gambler 500. We gotta go to. We've got some off-road races we gotta go to. And so, what had happened was, we were getting publicity, but at the same time, we weren't making the money to keep up with trying to do like all the trips. And that was one of those things that pretty much, in the first few years, started to like break us down. Like a couple of years later, because the effects of, what's the word I'm looking for? The compound effect of things and choices you made before were starting to affect us, and it was just like, we're like, oh man, it's like, yikes. And so the biggest thing is just trying to get through it all. And there are days I just was like, screw this, we're just gonna sell the shop. I'm like, I'm just done. I'm over with, because business with with any business, you have like ebbs and flows, and like around here, when it's hunting season, we're not doing anything. It's snowmobile season, we're not doing anything. Right. But when tax season comes, we're doing everything.
Snowmobiles, guns, car parts, next thing,
truck sprint, you name it, we do it. And so the biggest thing was just finding the energy just to keep going. because there's always people there that are like, oh, we've been looking for somebody. I'm like,
we've been here.
we've been here. Like,
Right here. Yeah.
But and a lot of things is still with Elko, even though there's so many people that are moving in that are new that use like other multimedia sites and look at things, but it's still word of mouth here.
It is still word of mouth.
And that's huge. So if somebody recommends you to their friends, it's like, oh, hell yeah,
Now
cool,
you're making
thank you.
it. Yeah.
And
Now
then
you're making it.
and that way you make sure that you treat their friends the same way you treat them, and the same way you treat everybody. And there's times if we made mistakes or something wasn't right, or we had a pallet order failure on certain things. We've had that happen before, and it's nothing that's anything that we did. But the most important part about it is we stood behind it. And if something completely failed, it's like, you know what, bring it back. We're gonna redo it, and we didn't charge anybody because it's our integrity, our standard, and how we want to be in this community and represent everybody is just to have that. So if something just gets messed up, we fix it and move on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I would say the greatest challenge is when you start something, anything, a project, a new job, or whatever. In your brain, you are here and you're going here, and it's a straight line. And the reality of the situation in business is it's not. It goes this way, and then you fall off a cliff, and you have to swim over the river, and then you have to rock climb, and then there's the Hail Mary backwards jump over the top, and then you get to the top, and you're like, yeah, I did it, and then you get flooded out, and it's just the way thing is, right?
And
Things
then
just
there's
go
another
up and
mountain, you're
down,
like,
and there's another
dang it.
mountain, and it just seems like sometimes that's so hard to overcome, but I think we do it every day.
Yeah.
We do it every day in everything that we do. It's just now your butt's on the line. There's not an insulator. It's not your boss or your supervisor or your job or, whatever. It's you.
Yeah.
And so wrestling with that and understanding that if you are an entrepreneur, most of you are laughing hysterically right now because you're like, I've been on that cliff. I've seen that mountain. We get you. But if anybody's watching this that's thinking about starting a business, just understand that the reality is the IRS says that within the first 5 years, most businesses fail. Not because they're not a good business or a good idea, but it's hard work, and it's things that you will apply in anything that you want. So if you want to be a business owner, just understand that when you start it, you close all your back doors and you make it successful against all odds. It's whatever it takes for as long as it takes. And that's hard because in our jobs, I don't think that we get that same thing. Oh, you messed up. Oh, it's okay. You still get paid. If you messed up in business, you don't get paid. So we wrestled with a lot of that. And so this is by no means, we would not change our choice ever. That has grown and stretched us as people, as husband and wife, as entrepreneurs, as friends. And it's stretched us to be better. And so it's probably the best decision we ever made.
Good.
It is. It really is.
Even through moments of fellowship.
Yeah, intense moments
of fellowship. Yes.
Well, I love that for you guys.
The only reason I'm still here is I sleep light. She can't smother me with a pillow. I'm just saying.
There you go.
So,
That's it. But waiting.
On the other end of that, can you share a proud moment or a major success that your business has experienced?
We've had quite a few, in between like everything else. But so right now, one of the proud moments that we've been able to do is we actually sponsor 3 funny cars now. We've sponsored a couple off-road race cars and stuff already through our work. We've done that. Let's see. I've done a lot of work with doing custom things for veterans organizations all over the U.S. I've been actually a sponsor for veteran-empowered films at Silver Rose Entertainment out of Los Angeles. And yes, they're still up, so they didn't get burned down, thank goodness. And just been able to meet so many amazing people. I mean, just not only from like going to like SEMA shows and just going out and seeing folks. But we got to spend time with Chip Foose.
Yeah, that was
And
cool.
Chip Foose is absolutely amazing. There's just so many people out there that we've been able to meet through this business that is really just kind of what gets you through, because you're like, man, you just have those days where just a project goes completely south, and then you're like, all right, stop. And there's times I have to walk out of the shop, yell and scream and cuss and fuss and kick dirt and everything. It's like, all right, I got to come back, refocus. Okay, what can I actually save this specific thing, or do I have to redo it? And then sometimes you just have to make that choice, and it's like you just stick to it and go. But yeah, we're just really thankful for all the people we've been able to meet and do work with all over the country. So
Yeah, I think definitely some proud moments. All of the support to those folks who do the Veterans Ball. So some of the local things that we've gotten to do, really helping them out. Mark being a vet, we are a veteran-owned business. We deal with vets all the time. We have discounts. So that's probably one of our more proud moments, is to be able to give back to just the local community. Those race cars and funny cars that we're talking about, they're local people. They live in Elko. They race all the time. Let's see, there's Outcast Racing, and that's 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 now.
That's
right?
actually 3.0 now.
3.0, yeah. So they have 3 cars. It's a family-run racing operation. So if you have an opportunity, check them out. We do their powder coating there. So if you ever want to see some of these coatings that we're talking about on a race car or something tangible, you can go there for sure. And then our other 2 race cars are it's Kyle Cox. What is his? His
it's
is
Redonco Racing.
Yeah, Redonco Racing. That's
Stuff
what
for
it is.
him with Class 1, Class 10, and I believe a Class 16 car. And raced in Baja, the Mid 400, Vegas to Reno, any of the like the Snore races, Best in the Desert races and stuff here within the state. So we've been able to do some really cool stuff.
Lots of local stuff that we've done, and then of course, like Mark said, some of those that are national and just that we've hooked into using Instagram. I mean, that's really our marketing strategy outside of the chamber is Instagram and Facebook, and we have a page for each of those where you can go and look up what we've done and see our quality of work. And it really is true. We don't send it out if it doesn't meet our standards. So we back our work.
Yeah.
We want it to be perfect for you. That's how you get new life. So.
All right, guys, what is one piece of advice you'd give to other entrepreneurs or small business owners?
Listen to your wife.
Oh man, I knew that was coming. I didn't even have to even. I knew I was going to come around the gate, like, rah!
So there you go.
So there you go.
That's what it is. For those of you who are married,
the most important thing is because, like I said, I've made every mistake that you can possibly make. Because not having somebody else that I could work with and kind of learning through everything. Definitely do your market research. Make sure there's a market that you're going to be able to fill, because the most important thing is you want to be an asset to the community. And when you were able to like touch into that, it's going to make a big difference in your business. And also network with as many people as possible, because you never know, there could always be that one person that can change everything in your business. So, and most important thing is when you have a dream, as tough as it is, you just kind of stick it out, because you're always going to have that thought. It's like, oh well, if I just quit, what if? And it's like, it's like there are times where I'm like, I don't care. But then other days I'm like, what if we just keep going a little bit more, keep working on it, keep working on it, keep working on it. And it doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it takes people longer than you want, and you just have to keep just moving forward.
Because what if you make it?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We have a great mentorship program. We do have 2 businesses. This is for Valkyrie specifically. And so, but what happened was we found that network. I can tell you right now, the Chamber was a great network for us. And that was just, it's a bunch of other business owners. You go in and you start chatting with them about kind of what, bless you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You go in and you start talking about your business and they go, oh yeah, no, we've been there and some of the things that helped us were these, and suddenly you have all these options where maybe you saw a closed door, they just opened a window for you. Network really is that way. And I would say if people laugh at your dream, you love them, because those people are probably those that are closest to you and they just want what's best for you and they're afraid. And most people are not good at striking out on their own. So if you have a dream and you want your business, you don't let anybody stand in your way. You love them, you know that they have good hearts, but you stick it, like Mark was saying. You decide, this is what I want to build, and you work with that. Eventually those people who are so afraid for you when you're successful, they're going to swing back around and they're going to say, I really knew that you could do it, I was just afraid for you. So just understand to not let anything stand in your way. If you believe this in your gut, and this is what you want, you stick it, and you do it until it's successful.
And listen to your wife.
There you have it. Lastly, what do you guys love most about being a part of this community and running your business here?
You want to start this one?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will. What I love about this community is the intense support that you get. In fact, most people here, and specifically within the Chamber and this network, really want you to be more successful than probably you do. They have a vested interest in your success and in where you're going. They want to keep good people here. They want to keep good things here. And they have a passion for this place. And so, truthfully, using that to help yourself grow and continue. Like every time we want to quit, I go, yeah, but look at this guy, he's not doing that. We can do that. We can do this. We have examples. You're not alone in a boat up Shit Creek without a paddle. Because that'll feel like that, I'm just saying. But you're not alone. Somebody is out there with a tow rope and they're going to pull you to the side and just kind of keep you underneath. This town is awesome for that support. And that's why I love this town and having our business here. You guys never, ever abandon us or leave us. You are always there. So we thank you very much.
All right.
Wow.
Do you have anything else?
No, after the
Okay,
creek
sorry.
comment, I'm speechless. So,
Well,
she said to keep
you
it
guys,
real. Sorry.
I know you mentioned Instagram and Facebook. If people, out there watching this want to connect with you guys, want to see some of your work, where can they find you?
They can find us on Instagram at Valkyre Coatings.
Okay.
You can find us in Facebook at Valkyre Coatings. And we also have our website, which I'm working on right now. So if it's down, don't freak out. It will be back.
We'll be back.
And that's going to be, of course, ValkyreCoatings.com.
Awesome.
Yeah, with all of our stuff, and we have a big gallery with pictures, and so you get to see everything, and so you kind of see everything that we've been doing over the past couple years.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for sitting down with me this morning.
Oh, you bet.
Thank you.
And just kind of talking and chatting and
Yeah, thanks for having us.
letting me
Yeah,
know
this
what's
is
going on,
fantastic.
letting the community know what's
Absolutely.
going on with you guys. Once again, my name is Katie Ashley. I'm the Membership Support Coordinator at the Elko Area Chamber. Today I sat with Mark and Kelly with Valkyre Coatings. Make sure you follow the Chamber on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Elko Area Chamber for all things happening in the community and local events. You can also check out our website, elkonevada.com. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.